Hello and welcome to the IDL. My name's Nick, and this is Gluttony Earth. He's got a coupon for half off ribs. It's Kyle.
Slurping on those ribs.
He likes to mouth things and throw you off. It's Adam.
It's one of my greatest pleasures in any time I'm on camera when and muted, just to like do a lot of face acting.
He's got a pair of nunchucks and he's ready to use. It's BakaZombie.
Hey, it's not a red flag if you're colorblind.
He folds his socks in threes. It's Kyle. Or not, it's Kyle. It's Kane.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Kyle.
Hey, yeah, we're Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle's now playing the role of both Silas and Temenos for today's session.
We're Kyle. We're Kyle.
Oh, it is warm in my apartment right now. It's wild.
I'm blasting the AC right now.
Oh, I don't use my AC. I like it hot. Real nasty hot goblin.
Jesus Christ.
No, I love summer. I think we've talked probably about the seasons at least twice before on this podcast. I love summer.
Oh, yeah.
I used to after work, I used to get into my car and it'd be just baking in there from sitting in the sun all day. Just take a nice quick nap. Really fucking refreshing. Taking a nap in your hot car is fucking great. I would love to live in Arizona, probably. Not because it's Arizona, but because it's hot and dry. I like it.
Are you a
If you guys
lizard?
had a place to live, where would you want to go? I think Arizona would be good for me because of that hot desert air. I hear it's good for you. The air down there. Good air.
Did you didn't leave? Did you do something that I didn't see in between episodes? What is this energy now?
I mean, what has he done? It's been 2 weeks, am I right?
Yeah, it's been 2
Wow.
weeks, am I right?
Wow, that was a long time.
Don't lie to the audience. They know we record more than one at a
We do
time.
this show live. When you start listening,
live.
Play.
You're listening to it right now.
Live on this date.
Unless you're watching on YouTube, then it's a week later.
That's right. If you're listening to this, then I'm a hot little goblin tonight.
Ugh, I hate that phrase.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
My mom says she needs help. See you guys later.
So Kane will be playing Temenos and Silas. Silas is in good hands.
Sorry, we're bringing back in Kane. Kane will now be playing Silas and Temenos. No, I mean, I think more deserty areas would probably be better for me. Because I like the hot air, the hot, dry air. I've lived in Florida before, and it fucking sucked. Both because it's Florida and because it's a humid heat, and that fucking sucks.
It's not
so I think
much
deserts
heat
would-
as it is that Scotch darn humidity, you know?
Yeah, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. And that's true. That's true. As true as it ever was. I think if I had to live somewhere else, that would be interesting. Ugh.
You enjoying this conversation with yourself?
I just I don't know. There's such a strange energy every time you bring up somewhere else to live. It's like you're getting some
Can you tell
perverse
I'm
joy
not
just
happy?
from thinking about it. You're like, ooh, where would I live? Where would I live?
Nasty goblin.
I don't like this.
Nasty hot goblin.
I get hot and nasty when I think about living somewhere.
It feels too hot and nasty to the point I'm uncomfortable.
Can you tell I'm not happy about my living situation? Oh my gosh. My current
I
place,
would live in Wales.
I can hear both my.
Oh, you live in Wales.
I would live in Wales because it's cold and wet.
Yeah, because it's.
No, I feel like it'd be warm inside there.
No,
It's a
no,
whale.
you, Kyle. Don't be ridiculous. No.
Kyle,
Don't be
don't
Don't be
ridiculous,
silly, Kyle.
Kyle, this is bad. Don't be ridiculous, all right?
Yeah, this is a serious thing.
We're
Don't be
Kyle,
ridiculous,
You're trying to
Kyle.
be hot, nasty goblins, and you're being ridiculous.
Yes.
ridiculous.
I'm trying to keep it cold and wet.
Everyone knows whales are cold-blooded and they live in the cold water.
Yeah.
Cold little guys.
So it's wet and cold.
Okay. Sleeping
Where are
on
you on the
sleeping
hot,
in
nasty goblin versus the cold, dark whale scale?
No, say it right. It's cold, wet whales.
the cold,
Cold, wet whales. Sorry.
Cold and wet.
You never
Hot,
thought
nasty
about
goblins and
living
cold, wet
underneath the
whales.
ocean in a cold, wet whale before?
Everyone falls somewhere on that spectrum. And you know, it is a
That's the
spectrum.
spectrum.
Everyone's got a little
It is
bit
a
of both in
spectrum. It is
them.
a spectrum. Some would say I'm on a spectrum.
Texas.
I think about
I
Texas.
know I'd hate it in the summer. I've only ever been there in winter, but I like it when it's in the winter there.
The amount of times I've thought to myself, like, I should just move to Texas.
Yeah,
is
same.
is a lot. It's wild because I don't think I would like Texas at all. But
You know
I've
what's
had that
even
thought
more
before.
wild?
A lot.
We
I
were
don't think Texas
in
would
the
like
same
me.
line of work, and within that line of work, our two jobs are the most similar to each other compared to others.
Yeah.
It's so much easier for you to move somewhere else than it is for me. And
Yeah.
still have the same job.
No, yeah, that's fair because we
It's
do have
insane.
it is because I think we used to be under the same like union protections like in the 80s or something like 70s 80s. I think something like that is when they got split up and it fucking wrecked you guys.
Yeah, if I wanted to move somewhere and keep the same job, I'd have to move somewhere where they don't have somebody filling that full-time position, which is next to impossible. Because because my job goes by seniority, which seniority is determined by how long you've been there, not like if you're doing good at the job.
Yeah.
And people just eat up all the full-times as soon as they come available.
Yeah. I mean it took me like a year and a half to switch places. But I think that's pretty I think it's a lot better than like for you guys. Because we kind of also churn through our people a lot quicker, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would be easier for me to move to Texas, but I shouldn't go to Texas. I don't think I'd like Texas. It's hot and nasty. And I'd be gobbling them ribs.
They do have good ribs.
Kyle, you where on the spectrum are you?
I'm gonna phone a friend. I like to phone a friend question.
Well, speaking of phoning a friend, let's go to that recap. I don't know what happened to Vance today.
Today?
Yeah, today. Oh, the rest are perfect. It's the last time Temenos fell in a hole. There seemed to be a disruption in the tunnel that the mole had dug out. Seems like something collapsed in there that should have been a little bit more cavernous than intended. Endien looked inside, thought it was too dangerous, things might collapse. Temenos rushed right in and fell and landed on his back, hurt himself. Could not get out of this cavern. Eventually, Silas helped him out, casting Spider Walk? Was that the fuck spell?
Spider climb?
Spider Climb. So that doesn't make sense. Spider Walk. Spider Climb on him, letting him actually get out. Which allowed Silas to then explore a little bit further, sensing there's cursed energy down there. So Silas went blasting on some of the rubble and discovered a building unnaturally placed underneath this area with like scripture lining the wall. Not really making sense out of it, not really finding the cursed energy he's seeking out. Found there's like a small crawl space above the building between the rock and the ceiling. found a crawl, like a little trap door maybe that someone could go down, but you wouldn't be able to turn back if you went for it. So decided to abandon that and head back out. And then told the rest of them about that, and then they sent to Darius some of the scripts, which he found out is about, Abba, which is like the death god in the Triumvirate, the religion that Temenos follows, and something to do with like power in death, or strength in death, something to do with a phoenix. Not really sure, not like real casual reading material, maybe something like they could look up later. After a bit of, looking into this, Silas also started noticing some cursed energy coming from Temenos. Temenos had gathered some plants, some medicinal herbs needed for his mother, and found out they gave off a cursed energy. So they decided they should head back to town to check up on Temenos' mother, because it could be that she's just been cursed and not actually suffering from disease, per se. On the other end of the world, Darius, while hammering away, tinkering away, crafting his new companion, is interrupted by the orphans, who mention that they're struggling with some of the reading Temenos gave them, which is just more scripture. After helping them figure out something to do with a stranger entering the fountain, and then the red wings were clipped, sends them to the library where they find an actual children's book for them to read. Unfortunately, that children's book is a very familiar story, a children's book version of the play the children in Temenos saw. Kind of trying to push that out of mind for now, he left that back to the children, and that is where we left off. Oh. I am warm. Am I right, fellas?
Man, when you're right, you're right.
This guy knows. What are you guys doing? You guys get back to town. The town of Haragor. Rook lands just outside of town again. Like I said, he's more likely just to stay on the ship. Let you guys kind of go free reign, do what you want to do.
Well, boys,
I would ask Temenos to lead us to where his mom is staying at.
Before we head back to my mother, Silas, do you think I should give these herbs to the medical staff at the home, or should we just keep these herbs to ourselves for now?
do you think you should give cursed herbs to the medical staff at the home?
Well, we know that they're cursed, but we don't know if maybe the curses work together. I look, I want to believe that these people are trying to help my mother. I really do. But I also don't want to lie to them because they are taking care of my mother. I don't know what to do.
Taking care of how?
Well, they provide for her. I mean, she's able to mostly take care of herself, but they provide her medicine and comfort and a safe place to live.
Medicine made from cursed plant. I know nothing about medication made from plant, cursed plant. But I do know curses are generally a bad thing.
Oh, you're right. As you see Temenos kind of like get this like stern feeling about him and starts like marching towards the home.
Silas will power strut alongside him. Before you charge in again, try not to reveal our card that we know.
That we know that the herbs are cursed.
Yes.
So give them the herbs, is what you're saying?
Just say you couldn't find any. You can lie, right?
Yeah, I can lie.
If you can't lie, you can always just keep your mouth shut.
I can do that.
Okay. let me and Endien assess the situation before we do anything.
Yes, it could be very well that they don't know it's cursed, because these plants do seem normal. It might just be where they're growing. Something is affecting them.
On
Or
top
someone.
of the Death God's temple.
It was grown above a Death God's temple.
Maybe that's the only issue then.
Well, lead the way.
Yeah, and then we take off.
Yeah, I mean, you lead them through. It's the busy streets. It's later in the evening. Or I guess you guys left pretty early, I think. So it's probably like late afternoon at this point. And you arrive at this place. The guy who had talked to you just earlier was like, "Oh, you're back? Did you get those herbs or?"
Oh, no, we were too busy. We couldn't find them.
Oh, well, that's fine. We should be able to get some more eventually. It was just more of a, we're running short now, and it'd probably be helpful for her to have them on stock, but it's no worries. We'll be fine.
Yes, may the Triumvirate bless you.
And you as well.
Before we head into my mother's room, I'm gonna, pull Endien aside. Endien,
You are a terrible liar here.
I am.
And that guy believing
I am.
makes me worry about the medical care here, but what were you going to say?
It's about my mother.
What about her?
She was of the court before meeting my father. She knows of your family, and I'm hoping that maybe introducing you as royalty, maybe that's the shock that brings her out of this disease. So, with your permission, I would like to introduce you to my mother.
I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I know somewhere deep inside she's going to be proud of me for working with your family. And then,
Well,
yeah, after that, just...
I mean,
Oh,
you're not working with my family. You're living in the same place I am, and we go and just go. Yes, go ahead. Get introduced.
yeah, okay, yeah. She slowly gets more excited. Like, you can see, the spark come back into his eye as he heads back to her room.
Lena says, I don't feel good about being used as a shock factor, but if it helps, I guess.
Hey, just see this as some sort of meet and greet. It'll be over before you know it.
I'm not like that kind of royalty.
Well, you are. You're gonna be for, I don't know, 10 minutes.
I mean, she worked with my family. I'm not like a celebrity that signs papers for her.
With how he's talking about introducing you, it sounds like you are. Just put up an act.
Well, at least anything I do will be better than whatever that was Temenos just did when he tried to lie.
As you enter, you find You find Hel-el is once again lounging on the shay, a nice shimmering white gown as she lays down in this open air room with a spring kind of bubbling in the corner.
Oh, before I go in, I'm using disguise self to make myself look like I did before I did my test as a librarian.
Good save. Mother.
Oh, Temenos.
Mother.
Oh, my young sweet child, you've returned.
Yes, I have, Mother.
How was your test?
It went well, Mother. It went well.
Oh,
I've got my
how long
license.
has it been, Temenos?
It's been 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh, my sweet Temenos. And what are these? You bring guests?
Mother,
Are they-
I have someone very important to introduce you to. This.
Temenos, you're getting married already?
No, Mother, no.
Oh,
No. As you see, Temenos just turned like beet red.
You hear Silas holding back a chuckle.
oh, there's more of you. Oh, this must be your new cloister.
Cloister?
No, Mother, this is Lady Endien of House Vilvestay.
House Vilvestay.
As they're introducing or talking to one another, I'm gonna try pinpoint where the curse is.
Okay. Give me an Arcana check. Oh,
Freaking
House Vilvestay. That sounds so nostalgic.
Oh,
I was there, but
Vilvestay,
a month ago.
Not Vilvestay. Not
just a month ago.
What was it?
Vilvestay, not to correct. There's a W in there.
Yeah, I think I was saying Vilvestay because he was saying Vilvestay.
Yeah.
I feel as though maybe. Oh, it must have been a year ago that I was on.
Just a year ago.
And
So-
how is it? How is it there in the court?
It is going well. It's a honor to meet you. Your son told me that you worked in the court.
Oh, I envoyed there a bit on some diplomatic relations, but that was about a year ago?
About a year ago, Mother, that's right.
What did Silas get?
A 19.
19. Yeah, you're feeling this curse, like radiating from her.
Sorry. Sorry, Temenos. I have to do it to her.
Mother, this is another companion of mine. His name is Silas.
Oh well, it's good to
He'll do an
meet you.
awkward, he'll awkwardly put up his arm, do a little wave.
Are you one of my son's students?
No. No. I'm just a traveling companion.
Well, I'm sure he'll need it.
He'll, as he's introducing himself, he'll walk up and he's like, Silas Dubois. He'll grab her hand and kiss it, but he's truly trying to gauge how strong this curse is.
Try to taste. Get a little taste.
Little
Lick
taste.
it.
Hot, nasty
A
go.
little taste.
Taste the curse energy. Yeah, she's like, oh, the Dubois. I feel like I haven't been there in a year.
You're familiar.
You feel you're feeling like a strong cursed energy coming from her for sure.
And I whip out my sword and I'm bam. I'm joking. Maybe.
I envoyed a bit in Lazaret. I've met some of the Dubois. But that was about a year ago. Oh, Temenos, you've made such good friends. I'm so glad to see you're stepping into my footsteps and spreading the word to all these other nations and befriending such wonderful people.
Oh, that's what she was doing there.
Yes, Mother. I admire the life that you lived, and I wish to make you proud.
Oh, you've already made me proud.
Oh, I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Temenos. Gosh, what has it been? 2 weeks since you've been gone?
2 whole weeks.
I'm getting pretty tired. They've been late with my herbs today.
Well, I'll make sure to speak to your doctors about that. You just get some rest.
And then she'll lay back down on her shay and fall asleep.
Temenos?
Yes, Silas.
Don't be afraid. His hand turns black again.
Temenos reaches for his spear.
I'm not going to hurt her. But I will try to remove curse through what is it called? That special thing we got at that underwater temple.
Oh yeah, you're everyone. We didn't talk about on air yet, but everyone got a special power from going through the trials that they faced in Atlantis. So yeah, you got a power called Synthos Control.
That's what it's called.
Yes, it's in the handouts tab of our Discord. So you got Synthos Control. So you are able to use like a limited pool of like energy in yourself to use like certain innate abilities. One of which is to remove curse. I didn't mention it to you before, but when you killed the curse in its domain back in Atlantis, you were able to get 3 extra charges.
Oh, 3 extra charges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Something about consuming the curse through your sword feels like it helps empower you. Like it feels like it satiates something inside of you, right? You think it gives you feel like you have the ability to just remove curses through this power without eating, so to say. But you do have both those options. So you have the ability just to eat the curse by spending charges to do remove curse, or you have your other like normal ability to enter a curse's domain and eat the curse that way. But the trade-off is you are giving power to your sword when you do it that way.
Yeah. Do I know enough about my abilities that if I do enter the domain, would I potentially hurt Temenos' mom?
You could. If it's a curse that's attached to a person like this, you think there is a possibility to like injure their spirit or their consciousness in some way.
Yeah, this woman already seems frail enough. I will cast Remove Curse.
Yeah, you reach out your hand that is just coated in this black, and you feel it like absorb almost like the curse and like dissipate it. And she's still asleep, but you do feel as though this buildup of curse has removed itself from her.
You should go talk to the doctors. Stop whatever they're doing with that medication that they're making.
Temenos runs out. He's gonna run out and look for a doctor.
I think it's easy to find someone.
Temenos is like not even gonna say anything to the doctor. Just grab them and with his supreme strength, force them back to Temenos' mom's room.
Temenos, are you okay? And he's just like standing there as you're trying to drag him away.
Please, I have a friend who's a master of the arcane arts. Please, just we think we may have found something with my mother.
Okay. I'm not sure. All right. And the guy comes with you.
Silas, tell the doctor what happened.
Okay, you guys are treating Temenos' mom, correct?
Yes, we do that. What exactly is going on here?
The plants, the herbs that you're using to make medication for his mother, it's cursed. there's a hint of curse energy on the herbs that you guys are using.
Well, sounds unlikely. I get them straight from the Wisdom Falls. A blessed location.
Blessed by a death god?
By the Triumvirate.
Temenos, what did we find where you found those plants?
We found a document that had an inscription of the Dark One, Abba. There is something down there. Something may be cursing these herbs, cursing the very ground itself.
I wouldn't... No offense, I don't think it would be something like a bar cursing.
No, please, we have the document. Silas.
You do understand.
Endien.
The gods haven't been around for some time. There's no reason that they would be affecting. If we had them here, things might be turned around differently, but I don't think it's wise to go around letting people assume the gods are back in any way.
So it's more wise to do nothing.
Didn't say that. I just said I'd be wary of blaming this on Abba.
Please, Doctor, if we have documents from underneath the falls and it mentions Abba, there has to be some connection.
We've been using these herbs for a very long time.
And
Centuries.
have they had any success?
Yes. We've been using this area for centuries.
You know, I'm highly convinced you aren't going to take any word that we have. If you want to go check out the falls yourself, there's a huge hole in the ground that leads right to what we're talking about. While you're there, you can pick up some herbs if you still want them.
We have people who are going to be heading out there to collect more anyway. I don't see that's an issue. I'm saying it's unwise to just go around shouting to people that you're blaming Abba for this. I'm not saying I'm not trying to say that while I think it's a strange claim, I don't think that I'm outright dismissing you're saying that there's something wrong with the medicine. I'm saying let's not just go around casually referring to Abba as the source.
And I agree with you on that, except we're not doing that. We're telling the person that's giving medicine that we have a very good reason to think is cursed.
No, that's fair. Temenos, who gets very worked up.
That's fair. I agree with that.
Is saying it and is quick to these assumptions.
Yes, that is fair.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but
I
when it comes to the health
Temenos.
of my mother...
Here, let us leave this room so your mother can sleep.
Yes.
And as you guys are walking, he'll lead you to a more casual park area. Temenos, I understand it's your mother in there, and I know things have been getting worse. I know you've been out trying to do your best, but some things are just... I think it's great that you're out there finding something new to help, but you can't just look forward to something and assume it has to be the right move to make. Just because something is in front of you does not make it the right thing to do, Temenos. You're going to worry your mother sick. Do you think your mother wants to have to worry that you've gone headfirst into a situation you don't know, of making these assumptions, and you get yourself injured like that? Do you think that would really help her?
No, you're right, Doctor.
If something is wrong with the medicine, I am taking that seriously. you get too excited about things. And
You're
I
right.
don't think your mother would take it well if you did something rash and got yourself killed. And while it may be Abba's will that we all find ourselves at the end eventually, it does not have to be today or tomorrow.
After hearing all this,
What?
Did I have to use big words to get that across to you, Temenos?
After hearing this from the doctor, Temenos is going to take his bag off and he's going to pull out the herbs that he's collected and hand them to the doctor.
Oh, we can bring these to the scholars in town and investigate them.
Are there any mages here that can...
Yes, in our scholars would be able to.
I'm gonna say I really turned around on you. Can I just air grievances with you that I've had that I can't do? I usually talk to my friend Darius about these things, but he's not here.
I'm sorry.
Earlier, Temenos, he said, now that we know what's down there, we can't just go rushing into things. But do you agree that you just shouldn't be rushing into things even if you don't know what's down there? Because that makes things arguably more dangerous.
I think it's a safety concern.
There we go. Thank you. I just feel like I'm the crazy one because nobody's reciprocating what I'm trying to tell them.
Temenos, very excited.
Yes.
Especially when it involves his mother.
Fair.
He's been this way for a long time. Eventually, you just have to start thinking a bit more before you move. That's all.
You're right, Doctor. And Endien, I value your friendship. And hearing it from another source, you're right. I'm
this
sorry.
A pity party and start playing the victim.
No, it's not
That's
meant to be a
what's
pity
trying
party.
To be happening here.
No, you're right. For my mother's sake, I'll try to do better. Try to control my own emotions.
As they were all talking, could I sense the curse?
On the plants, yes.
On I think other patient, since we're still in the building.
You get
Well, no, we went
you
to
get
go
some. I mean, if as you're walking through, you might get
Oh.
some sense of curse energy on people, not as built up as it was on Hel-el.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm glad to see you're back in town. I'm sure your mother appreciates the visits that she's getting. Just don't get too overexcited with her. She needs her rest. I will bring these to the scholars, and we will investigate.
Yes, thank you, Doctor.
Can I insight check?
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah. This is the first inside check all game? I don't know.
16.
Yeah, I mean, he seems... Yeah, he seems like... I mean... He's not trying to be condescending,
Yeah, no,
but
I
it
just
seems like he's
wanna make
dealt
sure
with
he's
her.
being
Yeah, he's dealt with him enough, and
genuine
it's not like
about
a lie. It seems like more like an actual concern of
Okay, good.
hey, I'm trying to I'll do what we need to do to make sure this is safe.
Yeah. That's all I needed to know.
Yeah. You don't think that there's any intentional spreading of a curse?
Yeah. Well, yes. All right. Well, I don't know our plans from here. I think we're going to be here for at least another day. So,
We should probably get some rest.
did just have a big hunt, so I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I
Is
guess
there
I'm
any place around here that's a little more casual.
What do you mean by casual?
Like I'm asking the
Oh.
guy, not the bath and bar
Well,
place.
that's a place of entertainment and relaxation. I mean, yeah, there's You might find other social areas or bars or hotels, or what are you looking for?
Someplace where the attitude is less high key, if you catch my drift.
You're not going to likely find a good place here.
I had a feeling. Thank you for entertaining my question and not being offended by it. Not that I think you are, I just think this place in general is.
Offended?
No, high key.
Oh.
I'll be in my room on the ship.
What do you guys is there anything else you guys are wanting to do in town, or
See how
is
little
it
money I have.
No, at this point, no. Temenos has nothing else in town.
If there's like native fruits or foods that I wouldn't be like I wouldn't have gotten often in New Veneer, I'd get some of those before I went back to the ship.
Yeah, you can find some like more local like fruits and stuff like that here.
I don't know how much they generally cost.
I mean, if you want like a good supply of stuff, just like take off like 2 gold.
Okay.
He'll give you a variety of stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't know exactly like if you guys are trying to stick around to like find anything out about this curse or that building, or if you guys are think you're done in town.
Endien doesn't know how she'd be able to really add value to this situation. So unless Silas or Temenos have ideas if looking into it, that's not going to be cumbersome or troublesome to the other people that are looking into it, then she would help, but otherwise she'll keep to herself in her room.
Silas would just go back and copy more of those scriptures down.
Okay. I'm sure Temenos would want to do that as well then, if that's what you guys are interested in.
Yeah,
I think like over the next day, you're able to Rook flies you guys back out. You can like check up on these inscriptions again, copy stuff down for Temenos and Darius to look into.
He might go down there once to look at it, but doesn't spend a ton of time down there with them as they copy stuff down.
Yeah. I think there's not really a lot more unless you go inside of it. There's not a lot more, but I'm sure you guys want to actually look into it before you dive deep. It sounds like. So otherwise, I think we can, if you want, just skip ahead to traveling back and getting back to New Veneer and all that stuff. It seems like you've come across the start of a mystery, but it might not be. It might be foolish to delve too deep into it right now.
Yeah, it would.
So basically, Rook is going to need to fly back to deliver the meat, and then we'll be able to fly you guys back. So that's going to take about a week and a half. In total, this entire mission is going to be a 3-week journey for you guys. I think so. You guys will find he's Melinda's famous feasts is in a near a low mountainous area. Yeah, it's a low mountainous area in southern Nomen, between Nomen and Curibus.
Nomenclature.
He'll drop off stuff, and he'll fly you guys back.
Can I use my voucher while I'm here?
Yeah. What kind of food do you think? You guys want to eat there. You get a voucher. Everyone else, it would cost we'll say 10 gold for a meal.
Is there a specialty?
Right now there is Bracken's sashimi.
Ooh, that sounds good.
A lot of this menu seems to be a cycle of stuff. Rook introduces you to the area. You see tons of mounted heads
Yep.
of like sporting trophies that line this like
That's
huge
fun.
lodge. People are able to stay here, eat here. It seems like a lot of people also get discounts by like bringing in rare game for Melinda to cook. Which,
I
but-
kind of had a feeling this was the vibe of this place, but it's
Yeah.
more full on. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like
It is
one
because
thing-
Melinda. I mean, it is Bastion's wife. So like between the two
Yeah,
of them,
no.
he does a lot of like game hunting, and her specialty is a lot in like meals and like cooking monsters and stuff like that. So like a lot of people will come here to like get these rare delicacies or like real just like because she's like just a really good cook or chef. So it's you get like it's like a rotating like menu of like what's available, but yeah.
Yeah, like Endien's not a vegetarian by any
Yeah.
means, and she hunts herself, but there's like a very fine line between hunting to eat and hunting for the
Delicacy.
delicacy of the I don't know the word.
Sport?
The God, what is it? Not ambiance, not niche. Whatever. Like just the uniqueness of it. Like it's like, oh,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
eating
yeah.
this because it's fancy and rare.
Because it's
not
rare,
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
need to
yeah.
eat.
Yeah, I mean that is like you do find that's like a lot of the vibe that Bastion gives off is like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
he says he's part of the zookeepers is because he likes these rare hunts, and he like brings a lot of trophies. Melinda does like eating rare things and like cooking, like doing a lot of like, but she's because she likes to explore her craft as like a cook,
Yeah,
a
which is
lot
fair.
more. Yeah, so eventually he'll unload stuff and he'll fly you guys back.
Mhm.
Back to New Veneer. At this point, you guys, I mean, if you guys arrive back to town, Darius, you've finished at this point your subclass change.
Yeah, so I think as Darius is wrapping up that project, as everyone is coming home, you would see now, essentially following Darius around as he does chores around the house, a large mechanical dog that seems to be made out of the same material as his armor. It's styled after an Akita, which is a bulkier body, has like a curved tail that goes up on its back, big like fluffy cheeks and ears. Looks very cute, obviously made totally out of metal, but is following around in very intelligent looking eyes. Did y'all accomplish what you needed to?
Yeah.
Found Death God's temple and removed the curse from Temenos' mom.
Well, killed them all. It's unfortunate, but I owed him because of the orphan watching. Don't have to do it anymore.
Well, that's good.
If Darius, if you wanted a companion, we could have found you one.
This was something I needed to do.
Darius got so lonely with you guys that he built himself a
Hey,
dog.
weird.
It's not because he was working on the dog to begin with. It's because he was working on something else. He was like, I'm lonely.
Endien, we're Darius's companions. We're his friends. I am. I know I am.
I didn't. Okay.
I looked directly at Darius when he made that comment.
I meant like an animal companion.
Oh. Yeah, that's a cute little guy you got there.
Thank you. It's also has the added benefit that I can heal it up a bit easier than you can a normal creature, which is useful. He'll be helpful for us when we go out and about again.
Okay. Well, Temenos and Silas found a lot of interesting words and symbols that you can all look at together.
I think we're gonna have some reading to do.
Nods her head and like, yes, you like doing those things. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Before we do that, I think at least, I mean, all of you are welcome to, but Endien, we at least need to have a talk. Temenos should probably be there for a little bit of it, but there's just some things that we haven't had a chance to talk about with all the activity since we got back here.
Are you still not 100% on Silas?
I'm still right here. I'm literally standing right here.
Darius looks Silas right in the eyes, shrugs, and says, I mean, it just isn't as... He's not as directly involved. I mean, that's why he's welcome to be... You're welcome to join us, but it doesn't concern you as directly as some of the others, especially Endien.
Well, while you guys do that, he'll put down his notebook of all the notes and drawings he made of what he's seen down on the desk, if you ever feel like it. Then he'll go outside, do his own thing.
Okay, before we have this talk, I need to go up to my room and check to make sure that everything's the same.
Of course.
It is all as you left it.
It comes back
Mirror,
downstairs.
face down, painting, hidden,
And
window open.
Good. All right, perfect. Comes back down. All right. Do we want to talk in the conservatory or in your meeting hall? We have a meeting hall here.
Yes.
Which
You have a meeting room. It's like the base thing that comes with the base.
Whichever would be the most... I mean, I guess the children don't need, like... It's not bad if they hear. They maybe just be confused by it.
Wherever you think is best.
Let's go up to the conservatory. That's a nice environment to talk about these things.
I gotta check on my Atlantis flowers anyway.
Yeah, so Darius, I'm assuming we'd have probably like small tables and like nice places to sit out there or something like that.
It's your garden.
I think Darius will start with, I mean, it really just, Grafto had told me about it, and then we had all the stuff with the memorial, and then Rook, and it really just flew by me to talk to you about it. Both of our old homes were burned down when we were gone.
Oh. That's a weird coincidence.
Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence necessarily, but I don't know what to make of it.
Did the whole apartment complex burn down, or just my old studio apartment?
I think it was just her rooms, right?
I mean, if it was like a townhouse connected to something, then I think the whole place would get.
Yeah, because it was just a studio apartment.
Yeah. Then the whole thing would have been.
Oh, it's good we moved out then when we did.
Yeah, it's just that's.
Sorry, I sound flippant about it, and it's
No,
more of a
I know what you
thing.
mean. Yeah,
And
I
it's not good because it does seem targeted.
yeah. I also don't know what to make of it. So it's just so you're aware of it that we should be on the lookout of things next time we're out of town. I don't know if it was retaliatory or.
It seems messy.
Yeah, I mean, not professional, it seems like, because if they were professional, they'd know that we weren't living there
We
anymore.
weren't living there, or at least take time to stake it out.
Yeah. So I don't know what it means, but it's something we should be aware of to be ready for next time we leave or while we're still in town here. The second bit is also something that I'm not entirely sure about. And I'll pull out the book, The Knight, the Bird, and the Fish, and just like show it to Endien and be like,
That's the play we saw. They made it. There's a book of it.
this was the play you saw?
Yeah, me and the kids.
Endien. A quick summary of this book. So there's a knight in yellow armor. He makes friends with a bird and a fish. They go on grand adventures together.
How does the fish go everywhere with them?
It's not really covered. It's a children's book.
Oh, okay. I forget that children's books here are more.
It's just magic. It's a magic fish.
Yeah. One of their adventures, this little trio goes to a mountain that is being plagued by a flying beast, a flying snake-like creature.
Okay.
And then they go out into the ocean, have a little encounter with a dragon, and ends when the knight, the bird, and the fish meet a spear who joins them on the final adventure to go to Mr. Fish's favorite spot, and then Mr. Fish stays there, says that he can't go with the rest of them.
Darius, did you write the kids a book about the things we've done?
No.
That was a sad play.
Certainly didn't produce a play that Temenos and the children
I didn't
to
remember that part of it. Where did you find this?
I found it in our library.
Who put it there? Who made this?
There's no author listed.
Temenos, would you still have a flyer from the play?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still have a play sheet from when we saw it. I can go get it.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'll just go ask the kids. And I'm gonna, yeah, then Temenos takes off.
Why is there a knight, a bird, and a fish doing all the things we've done?
I don't know. It may be the closest facsimile to us. I don't know why you're...
Who's the knight with the yellow armor? Me?
No, you're the bird.
Why am I the bird?
I don't fully know why you're the bird.
What kind of bird is it?
I don't know if it's in
It's
there
not
or
species
not.
specific. It's just like a symbol of a bird, basically. It's got all
It's just kind of like...
Can't even tell if it's a songbird or a sparrow or...
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you being a bird doesn't make the most sense. I get, like, the Thelum fish, like, eventual
That doesn't
connection.
make sense either.
Like, I could see if you knew where the story was going to end, it could make sense him being a fish, but, like, at the start, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's a red bird. Not very specific to what kind of bird it is. Just bird features.
Why are you a yellow knight then if Thelum's the fish and I'm the bird?
I don't know.
Then how did you decide who's who?
Because it makes the most sense, because the fish is the one who stayed behind, and the various...
And the bird, I believe... I'm looking at the script for the play.
Look, I read the book a few times. You're definitely the bird. Like, based off of everything that happens and
How so?
personalities in here, you're the bird. I'm sorry to tell you, you're the bird.
What personality does that bird have that makes it me?
It's distinct enough from Thelum and I that it's obvious who the bird is.
Eventually, Temenos will get back. And the flyer says a play by Doug.
Who the fuck is Doug?
Why is somebody named Doug? Who hates
I don't know.
Child? Also, Temenos.
It was a really good play, though. I enjoyed it. The kids seemed to like it.
Yeah.
The ending was kind of sad.
Well, yeah, because in the ending, there was an error. There was like a malfunction with the play, and they had to stop early.
Where did the play end?
Well, you said in the story that's where
That's not.
it was with the fish, right?
Yeah, but that's
People
what the
not
play.
listen when I ask questions. Where did the play end?
Oh, they had some malfunctions there, and it ended before they went down to the fish. It was around the time that they had met the spear.
All right.
I was kinda interested in the spear.
They reunited. Mr. Knight leaves the cave eventually and reunites with Mr. Fish and Mrs. Bird on the surface. And then eventually they talk about going to an island that's got a lot of water nearby. And they head off stage, and then there's a... they said something about an actor getting seriously injured, and they couldn't continue the second.
Oh, so you didn't even get to see the spear, which is you.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You're talking spear in this book, apparently, if I'm a bird.
Why would I be a spear? I'm not...
Well, I don't... Look, there's a lot of strange characterizations.
I don't know. A guy named Doug wrote it, apparently. If he
Well, he
also
wrote the play.
He wrote the play. I don't know if he adapted it or he just also made the book.
How is Doug spelled?
D-O-U-G.
Okay. I just didn't know if there'd be a different pronunciation, different spelling. Okay.
Doug like the name.
I don't know what any of this means.
We gotta find this Doug to see if they either wrote this book or if they know who did, or if they know anything about its creation.
If this play was about your guys' adventure so far, you guys really have had some cool adventures so far.
Not the takeaway from this. But
Yeah, that's not.
All right.
I appreciate
also being
the
there
sentiment.
isn't as cool.
I hold up the book, and I forget how much is actually detailed. But this book makes real light of 3 deaths that happen over the course of these adventures.
Well, multiple if you count that entire town.
Well, of us. Of the main
Oh,
characters.
that's right. The bird dies.
The fish dies twice.
And the fish dies 3 times.
3 times?
No,
Twice.
I made up the third
Yeah.
one. He just got really hurt when the
Mr.
bird died.
Mr. Knight gets lost in a cave deep in the dark underground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't that bad, Darius. You were just in a cave for a while.
Yeah, I'm just in a cave for a while.
We just said goodbye to the fish because he didn't want to come back.
Yeah. It may be. I don't think I've told Endien much about my Atlantis dream adventure. The yellow part may have a connection to the yellow of Prisma.
How much do I know about the yellow region of Prisma?
I think you all know that it's known colloquially as the Dreamlands. That is the entire ritual that you've dealt with, both in Atlantis and the Fomorian Ball, uses the yellow prism, magic from there to help you send into these dream states. I've mentioned before, it's the second closest. It's probably a bad description, but it's the second closest color to Fracterra.
Mm-hmm.
The one that's closest is indigo, and then yellow is second closest in a way. You also give me either a history or an arcana check, Endien. You can do it with advantage, I think.
You think or you know?
I think.
I got a 21 history.
Mm.
I think you might remember your mother talking about how dangerous it is at some point, because your mother has spent more time in Prisma than your father has. Your father has spent almost no time in Prisma. Your mother came from the green prism,
Why would it be
the
tiny?
green domain.
Why would it be tying you to the yellow
domain?
Domain.
Because I think the king of the yellow domain hijacked my Atlantis dream quest.
That's really not good.
Yeah. Because y'all at the end there was like supposed to be some wise person that told you that you did a good job on your vision quest. Did you have something like that?
I think yes, but I forget who it was.
Yeah, it was just like a nameless
it's just the dude,
old man in a mask,
Yeah,
which everyone else had gotten.
The king killed mine.
Okay, I think there is an old Fey tradition where we can make a dream catcher that should be able to block the yellow domain from reaching you. I'll talk to them. I'll talk to people. We'll get something figured out. Did you pick up any murals or anything depicting some? Okay. What's in your room?
Not much.
All right.
I mean, just like normal things. I'll show you my room.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Darius has like a fairly
like a bed in a closet.
yeah, like I don't think he has much.
A lot like Endien room, except there's a face down mirror in it.
Well, he's got because Darius, all his like fun stuff is in his in the workshop.
Yeah,
I think he lives a pretty Spartan life, right? Where he doesn't have a whole lot.
Yeah, like, and all of his like sentimental things are either in the workshop or like on his person. So, there's not much to say inside of his room.
Okay, I'll see if I can get somebody working on a dream catcher for you.
He didn't seem outright hostile toward me.
Because he wants something from you.
What could he want from me?
I don't know, but I'd rather we didn't find out.
The tree. When I talked to the big Atlantis tree, one almost broke it. Very unfortunate.
And you guys remember the in the dome, like the yellow spirals taking over like the graphics on the dome when that happened.
But I asked it about the yellow and the king, and it said something to the effect of like unintentional worship type situation. When I was in Dark World Cursed, I had 10 years of continual nightmares. That could be appealing to him.
All the more reason not to invite him into your dreams. Look, I'm not gonna force you to do anything, Darius. You're your own person. Just know I find this highly alarming. If you couldn't tell by my reaction compared to the other things you've told me already.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. We'll get the dream catcher.
Right. I'll ask my mom. She probably will know the best way. If she's not busy. Is there anything else?
No, I mean, those are the main things that I feel like we have needed to talk about and haven't had a chance to.
Right. I'm gonna go. I'll go call my mom right now. Temenos, just remember you were depicted as a talking spear, and I find that very funny.
And walks away.
So you start heading out to, was it call you? So you can call your mother.
Yeah.
You go to that. Silas, you notice out of one of the windows, or of the observatory window, in the distance a bit, you see two dark figures staring at your building from down the road, like from an alleyway down the, like a little bit farther off.
What the? What? Excuse me?
Yeah, they're just standing there in the cold, staring as it's like
Oh yeah,
snowing out.
chaos control. I'm right beside them. I mean, sorry. Visualizing. I'm on the ground. I'm on the street. They're up on the building, looking down to me. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to ignore it as I can't reach them in time.
I mean, oh yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, it depends. Like, I'll say, like, it doesn't look like, even when you've noticed them, it does not look like they're moving from that spot. But you can definitely tell they're watching you or the building, or, but that's where they're staring at. But they don't really seem to react much to you noticing.
I don't have anything in my arsenal to do anything about it. Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
I'll do a wave. Did they react?
No, they're still just staring at you as the light snow passes by.
Well, I'm definitely not going to them, so I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay. And I think then, as we are looking at these new mysteries involved, the dangers that are coming into play, I think we can end today's episode. If you would like to know more about Prisma, you can always ask your questions to the IDL at IDL_RPGS on Twitter, or IDL.RPGS on Blue Sky. If you'd like to ask me about color theory, I'll talk to you about it, sure, at Bumblescum. If you'd like to talk about who burned down your last house, you can always investigate with Adam at Little Grove. If you would like to get real serious about dream catchers, you can always talk shop with BakaZombie at Zombie Baka. If you would like to show off your playbill collection, I'm sure Kane Wallner would like to look at it at Kane_Wallner. And Kyle's just going to ignore you like a plot thread. Goodbye.